Kevin said that Shedeur is going to get all the first team reps. How important is this week of practice going to be for you guys and for you specifically to develop chemistry with him and try to get something going?
It's going to be very important.
And what have you seen of Shedeur? We don't really get to watch very much practice, and I know he hasn't had first team reps yet, but what kind of development have you seen in him over these past few months?
The raw, barely contained fury etched on Jeudy's face after the game spoke volumes regarding his real thoughts on Shedeur Sanders' sudden Cleveland takeover. Forget a simple off night. Forget standard professional letdown. This was a seasoned player witnessing a rookie snatch the very attention he'd long anticipated. Understanding his own underwhelming play paled in comparison to Shedeur Sanders' meteoric ascent.
Did you guys see the press conference with Jeudy? Take a look at this. Dude looks absolutely broken. What are they, 2-8? They were 3-14 last year. The former Denver Bronco was just... you can see it in his face. Wait until someone asks a question what he says. If he says anything at all. Here we go. Asking about Shedeur. How important is practice? Basic question.
It's going to be very important.
That's it.
Just having multiple reps.
Reporters probed Jeudy on his rapport with Sanders, and a visible change occurred. His answer was the stiff, impersonal kind of reply seasoned pros use when barely concealing their simmering anger. He's consistently growing. Seriously. That's the extent of the comment from the quarterback's presumed go-to receiver. Contrast this with Jeudy's usual press conference presence, filled with elaborate explanations and passionate insights. This time, it was the bare minimum, dripping with unspoken resentment. And the tension was palpable to everyone.
Before I crash out, somebody explain this to me, right? Shedeur throw your long-headed at the ball. Why you want to play around with the ball and cause a fumble? Man, put a 30-yard dot in your hand. You start frolicking. You're a grown man. Everybody watching this man debut, you know it's this man debut. Why in the world are you playing around with the ball in your hand? You work for Dylan? Stefanski put you up to this, bro? Long-headed ass dude. Do y'all actually see this, bro? The man get the ball and start frolicking, bro. He frolicking, trying to point off, trying to troll. Why you trolling? Why you playing around in Shedeur time, bro? You could have played around in Dylan time all them times you had time to play. You didn't want to play on his time. You want to play on Shedeur time. Now, if he don't throw you the ball, no.
Sunday's clash with Las Vegas saw Shedeur Sanders uncork a breathtaking 39-yard spiral, finding Jeudy perfectly along the sideline with Cleveland ahead 14-3. It was the type of pinpoint, assured throw you simply don't expect from a first-year QB. But Jeudy, faced with a chance to etch his name alongside his phenomenal young signal caller, he didn't seize the moment. Instead of envisioning a highlight reel grab, a legendary play, he seemed to see an opportunity fading. A fleeting chance where *he* wasn't the focal point. A moment where the rookie would steal.
Is Jeudy trying to throw the game? What was that? Second half? Or second whatever, 350? What the fuck was that?
Jeudy secured the pass, a perfect catch. Touchdown was inevitable, the end zone beckoned, a clear path lay ahead. But then disbelief, an inexplicable deceleration, a fatal moment of hesitation. He glanced over his shoulder at the closing defense, a choice that would haunt him. Instead of pure speed, he opted for unnecessary flair. He chose a juke when a sprint was paramount. He chased a highlight reel play when simplicity was the key. That hesitation, that fleeting doubt proved catastrophic. Las Vegas safety Jeremy Chinn, unseen, unleashed a perfectly timed punch dislodging the ball. An utterly avoidable fumble, a purely self-made error, a humiliating end to what could have been Jeudy's season-defining.
Cut Jeudy right now. Cut him. Send him to the locker room. He's not out of play anymore. Cut Jeudy.
I'm trying to make a play. Wide open. I see 3 defenders right there. I'm going to cut cross field. I ain't feeling behind me. Simple as that.
Post-game, Jeudy scrambled, damage control his clear priority. He insisted Chinn blindsided him, a hit he never saw coming. He cited his intent focus, dodging the defenders directly ahead as the cause. The usual litany of excuses spilled forth, the kind receivers trot out after a publicly visible blunder. But here's the unvarnished truth, known to anyone who understands the game. There's a chasm between being outplayed and actively creating a catastrophe. The real story isn't the on-field gaffe itself. It's the deafening silence that followed, the things Jeudy conspicuously avoided saying. Probed about building rapport with Sanders, questioned about the rookie's impressive showing, pushed to acknowledge the young player's undeniable growth. Jeudy offered a void, zero enthusiasm, no excitement whatsoever. Absolutely no authentic support. Only short, curt replies that betrayed his true feelings. This isn't just about a dropped pass or a missed opportunity. This is about a seasoned player witnessing a rival's ascent while confronting his own decline and the bitter
to try that hop step in the middle of like, you're not at the goal line. Like you got a lot of dudes behind you. It's inexcusable. He's had a miserable year with a few exceptions. He had the hard third down run last week on the short swing pass against the Ravens where he converted the first down. Short of that, man, it's been a miserable season for him. And yesterday was, I think, his worst play. All the drops he's had, that was worse.
So what's truly annoying at Jeudy? Forget the fumble. Disregard the stagnant stats. Even that awful pass from Shedeur Sanders, triple covered on a curl, isn't the crux. The real issue eating at Jeudy stems from an undeniable truth. Under Dillon Gabriel, chances were scarce. With Joe Flacco calling plays, touches were erratic at best. But the instant Shedeur Sanders stepped in, the landscape shifted. The offense exploded with possibility. Receivers started stretching the field. Raw talent was finally unleashed, allowed to fulfill its drafted potential. And that's when the terrifying realization hit Jeudy. His star might be fading. He might no longer be the go-to guy. He could be relegated to the sidelines, watching a Colorado prodigy become the face of the entire organization.
From your first start with Shedeur, how can you guys build on that as an offense?
We just gotta keep doing what we've been doing in practice, get consistent reps, talk over the certain plays and, be on the right page.
Jerry, how beneficial were that first week of practice just with him, and how much more can you guys kind of expand on that relationship and that connection?
My bad, you're low. I can't hear
Sorry, just the first week of preparation with Shedeur, obviously, how do you sort of build on that with the second week here coming up for you guys? The relationship that you have with him, the chemistry you guys are trying to.
Oh yeah, just keep working on that chemistry, just keep building, just keep speaking on what I see out there, what he see out there, and just do it.
Jeudy harbors a truth she desperately tries to ignore. Shedeur Sanders possesses a superior arm compared to Dillon Gabriel. His decision-making surpasses Joe Flacco's. Sanders' mobility and improvisational skills eclipse every quarterback he's encountered this season. Should the Browns fully embrace Sanders, providing him with crucial developmental opportunities and fostering genuine connections with receivers like Jeudy, their offense is poised for a dramatic transformation. And when that breakthrough occurs, when highlight reel plays become commonplace, and touchdown passes accumulate rapidly, it won't be Jeudy's name echoing throughout the stadium. It will be Shedeur Sanders, Coach Prime's son, orchestrating the improbable. It will be yet another rising star demonstrating that raw talent cannot be suppressed, regardless of a hesitant coach's attempts to temper expectations. This is the very thought that plagues Jeudy's mind, fueling his unease during that press conference. This is what has transformed him from a supportive teammate into a disgruntled, envious receiver relegated to the sidelines.
Shedeur Sanders can't even catch a break. Look at this poor guy rolling out right, finds his target, finds Jeudy, lights him up, perfect pass. Then Jeudy out of nowhere, he hops? What the fuck is he hopping for? This angle, he sees two defenders and he literally jumps in the air. What is that gonna do for you? Never seen anything like that. Is jumping gonna give you super speed to run past them? Even worse, was he showboating and he just didn't see the defender, so he jumped up in the air to show off?
Jeudy's predicament, a deliciously ironic tightrope walk. He craves Shedeur Sanders' rise, yet only within strict limits. He desires the rookie's growth into a reliable understudy, but fears a swift ascent that disrupts the fragile quarterback order. He champions earned chances, but shudders at the prospect of immediate, dazzling displays that thrust Sanders into stardom. Jeudy envisions Shedeur Sanders as the ideal supporting player, a cog in the machine alongside whichever seasoned quarterback the Browns trot out next. Because if Sanders truly shines, Jeudy fades. He becomes the afterthought, the third or fourth option. He morphs into the aging receiver desperately vying for targets, while the quarterback's attention is fixated on nurturing the explosive young talent who has just staked their claim to the team's future.
Jerry, I know throughout your career have gone through seasons where there's been a lot of quarterback changes and multiple quarterbacks in a season. guess at this point in your career, how do you handle that as a receiver and adapt to a new guy back there?
I just keep being me. Ain't nothing. I can't do nothing. I can't control nothing but myself. Honestly, I just keep running routes. Get open. Do it. That's all I could do. I can't really control nothing else.
Consider the narrative painted on Sunday. Shedeur Sanders delivered a flawless sideline pass to Jeudy. It was the type of throw demanded of top-tier quarterbacks, yet typically beyond the grasp of rookies. Jeudy's response: a fumble, a pivotal error at the game's crucial juncture. He actively ensured this moment wouldn't trend positively. The implication: Jeudy understood where the spotlight should have been. He then deliberately sabotaged the play. Here's the harsh reality: Jeudy is envious. He's resentful that a newcomer barely settled in garnered national acclaim for a strong showing. He's bitter that media outlets are buzzing about Shedeur Sanders' promise while overlooking Jeudy's season-long decline. He's irked that a single rookie game sparked more Browns' future discourse than an entire season of veteran receiver apathy. He's stung that teammates and coaches are authentically enthusiastic about Sanders, a sentiment they've long ceased to feel for him.
Well, he hasn't been good.
Yeah,
but
it's not all on him, but he does lead the NFL in drops for the second consecutive year.
How old is he? Is he battling old age? Is
26.
Yeah, so he's young, so he's probably sitting there going, this is ridiculous. I got a cavalcade of goofballs thrown to me right now. I'm a much better wide receiver than you people are making me out to be. And then he gets the ball. I'm going to show you. And he did.
1 TD, 395 yards, 32 catches. Those stats don't ignite the imagination, don't shout game changer. They murmur expensive letdown. Flacco gave him chances galore, nada. Gabriel stepped in. Same output, then bam Shedeur Sanders gets the nod. Suddenly, Jeudy remembers he's supposed to be a weapon. Here's the truth bomb: Jeudy glimpsed salvation. A young QB who throws deep. A kid who trusts his instincts. An opening to rewrite his story, to finally post stats that bury the letdowns of 23. But that hope hinges on Jeudy mentoring, supporting, acting like a pro. Instead, we got a receiver so fixated on his own dwindling star power that he botched a simple carry, creating a self-inflicted catastrophe.
Offensive line, they probably will miss blocks. Running back, they'll probably go the wrong way. Jeudy, he might get locked up a time or two. Shedeur, you have to be greater than your greatest excuse. The Browns, at least Kevin Stefanski does not want to start you because he hasn't started you thus far. So Shedeur, you have to go out there, and if your line doesn't necessarily block, make a guy miss. If a receiver doesn't necessarily get open, buy time. If the defense does have the right play call, make it wrong. Great throw, great catch beats great coverage every single time. I don't want to see throws. I want to see long handoffs. That's what we call them on defense when it's indefensible. It wasn't a throw.
Let's cut to the chase. The hard truth Jeudy's avoiding. His future hinges on Shedeur Sanders' success. Jeudy * needs the young quarterback to blossom into a true starter. It's his only route to significance. Should Sanders falter, unable to withstand the heat, should the Browns resume their quarterback carousel, Jeudy fades into obscurity once more. Conversely, if Sanders shines, if he proves his NFL worth, Jeudy rides that wave to a revitalized career. He'll finally snag passes from a quarterback possessing the arm strength and smarts to consistently showcase his talent. This demands mentorship, not resentment. It calls for genuine enthusiasm about Sanders' potential, not anxiety over its impact on Jeudy's personal journey. And judging by Sunday's performance.
So you can see it here, how this veteran receiver hauled in the pass and then ran it to the right side where he was stopped and appeared ready, attempt to do a juke or whatever. Almost like it was a routine choreographed scripted play. Like usually when you warm and slow like that, you are waiting for the guys to come so you can do a juke. But when you got that much guys surrounding around you.
That Vegas fumble, it could define Jeudy's year. Not for its impact on the scoreboard, but for the harsh truths it screamed about his mindset. It exposed a receiver consumed by self-doubt, unable to perform the simplest catch. It unmasked a vet so resentful of fading into the background that he'd tank his own chances rather than let a young quarterback shine. Stefanski softened the blow, pundits called it a mere error, but anyone fluent in unspoken cues saw the real story. When Shedeur Sanders needed Jeudy most, jealousy took over, costing them everything.